Bonjour, my name is Muhamad Ikhwan Haziq bin Muhammad Rafi. I'm a welding student in Uni KL Malaysia France Institute. This group assignment is about presenting one of the region in France, which we have chose Bretagne or Brittany as the region for this presentation to be implemented. Allow me to introduce my group members, which is Ahmad Miqdad bin Aminuddin, Muhammad Kamarul Shafiq bin Nain, Muhammad Riduan bin Ahmad Tajudin, and our subject lecturer, Madam Shabiha.
Background of Brittany. Every region has their own history. Not to be missed, in Brittany has their own interesting history. Brittany is known as Bretagne in French, and at first it was a province and duchy, and only later turned into a region. In 922, Geoffrey, Count of Rennes, proclaimed himself Duke of Brittany. It became through marriage a position of Geoffrey Plantagenet, son of Henry II, King of England, in 1171. It came back to a line of French dukes at Rennes during the 13th century. The union with France became permanent by treaty in 1532 during the reign of French King Francis I. During 18th century, Nantes rose to become one of the most important commercial centers of France.
Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum, bonjour, and good evening to everyone. I hope you all are in a good health and far away from any disease which is stuck in our country. My name is Muhammad Riduan bin Ahmad Tajudin. My course is MMT, which is Machining Manufacturing Technology. For my presentation is about top 3 spots in Bretagne, France. I will tell you about, for the first is about Point Dures. For the second is about Brooklynite Forest. And the last one is about Bretagne Island. Alright. For the first point is Point Dures. Point Dures is one of nature's masterpieces, a rugged headline jutting out into the turbulent water of the Ras Design. It is the best known natural attraction in Finestre with its high heather-clad exposed to the element. One of the beautiful place to see, and also you can spend some beautiful time here. The coastal footpath is on your own or with a guide to discover the breathtaking panorama of the famous Ras Design. Will know to seafarer. With its 2 lighthouses, La Ville and Tivagnac, and the fascinating El Design. Then the northern coastline from the Point du Vent to the Point du Miller feather a succession of rocky promontories which were on Iron Edge Hill forts. Now they are home to seabird and part of the area from the Cape Season Bird Reserve, a conservation area where the birds' natural habitat are preserved. Alright, we go to the next. For the second places top tourist spot in Brooklyn Forest. Brooklyn Forest is at the heart of much economic and tourist activity, such as forestry, fishing, hunting, hiking, and cycling. Classified as a natural area of interest for ecology, flora, and fauna. It is an exceptional site for the conservation of plant and animal species. Despite a hostile soil, Western and red skeezers abound. Many wonders are associated with this renowned forest. The little people of the forest thrive here. Like spirits, also know kragans or pecans fires which mischief and cunning. They trace your every step accessibly with when you stumble. So, since the Middle Age, a number of fountains in the forest have been known for their life-saving, magical or evil powers. Their renowned ghosts will beyond the borders of Armorica and has inspired many great authors of chivalric romance. Many Arthurian feats take place in the real of the mythical forest of Broceliande. My last point in top tourist spot is about Bretagne Island. Bretagne Island is located in northern Bretagne. The Bretagne archipelago strives to preserve its beautiful scenery and tranquility through sustainable tourism that is effective on the long term. This carefree island has a few marine reserves and controls strictly commercial fishing and recreational activities. Many activities oriented towards the sea allow visitors of all ages to learn about the natural environment and traditional local marine heritage. Very popular during the summer season, the local population does not exceed 400 inhabitants in winter. Activity offered to tourists intended to stay on the island, such as sailing, fishing, kayak, diving, or snorkeling, are centers of interest that are in line with a sustainable economic development. Along the same line, it is worth nothing that the Pititerator de Corano meaning the house on the strand, offer walks with a bit of storytelling throwing to discover in the most hidden away places of the island what make the legendary attraction of Bretagne. Now I will pass to the next slides to Ikhwan Haziq to present his slide. Thank you.
Alright, for this slide, we will go through about famous food in France, or Bretagne. Well, the first one is moules frites. Like its neighbor, Normandy, the region of Brittany on the west coast of France is quite famous for its seafood. Moules frites is a traditional comfort food item consisting of mussels paired with Belgian fries on the side. The dish is commonly found in Belgium, the Netherlands, and northern France. The condiment of choice accompanying the dish is mayonnaise, providing an additional note of richness. Well, for the mussels, mussels are a Belgian staple, cheap and abundant. They were originally considered a poor man's meal and have been paired with fried potatoes for a long time at the country's famous friteries, which is fry shops. It is believed that the dish is originally from Belgium. Because the Belgians were the first to pair the mussels with fries, commonly eaten throughout the country in winter time, when no fish was available. Today, the dish is actually found in most restaurants where it is often shared amongst group of consumers. Well, for the second point, I'm gonna get through with crepe. Crepe are super thin, sweet pancakes made from all-purpose flour and mostly served with traditional ingredients. Crepes or pancakes and galettes, buckwheat pancakes, are the Brittany region's famous gastronomic specialties. Pancakes are generally made with white flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and milk. They taste lovely, served with something sweet like jam, honey, ice cream, but also with salted butter, served with butter and sugar. They are really delicious. Well, for buckwheat pancakes or galette are made with buckwheat flour, eggs, butter, salt, and water. Are mostly served with savory fillings. The galette, complete with egg, ham, and cheese, is a true classic. Delicious, especially when served with a good cup of tea, for me personally. So, for the last point, we will go to Goronde. Goronde salt's roots go far back in history. It may be somewhat mundane to North Americans, but here in France, salt is highly prized, and in particular the salt of Goronde. It has been harvested on the peninsula since the Iron Age. The first salt works to use the storage capacity of the lagoon goes back to the 3rd century, shortly after the Roman conquest. The poet Fortuné, in his Vie de Saint-Aubin le Blanc, spoke of rocks on which the waves broke to deposit salt. But the real inspiration behind the salt marshes with the monks from La Devenique Abbey, who in 945 founded Bath Priory and carved them out. By studying the tides, wind, and sun, the monks mapped out a plan of the salt works, which is the one we see today. A titanic project. This open-air factory brought prosperity of Goronde for many centuries and opened up the first trading routes in Europe. It was the El Dorado of Brittany. The current explosion technique goes back to before the 9th century. At least 5 salt works from the Carolinian period are still in operation on the marshes. This tradition of salt workers' profession and the preservation of his skills have allowed the Goron to Grand marshes to survive through the modern times.
Interesting facts about Brittany. In Brittany, there are 800 islands, big or small, in Brittany, disseminated through the English Channel and the Atlantic Ocean. Brittany counts an enormous number of 800 islands. Furthermore, Brittany is one of the best places in France to eat seafood. Seriously, Brittany is the seafood lover heaven. Wherever you go, you will see seafood in some sort being produced, fish or eaten. Next, there are 2,900 protected monuments in Brittany. If you were not convinced already that Brittany is a beautiful region with an important historical and traditional past, just think about the 2,900 protected monuments in the region.
Thank you to Ahmad Miqdad, and now I will continue to present the slide. The topic we are talking about is festival in the Britain. The first topic we are talking about is Gulf Week. Gulf Week is a celebrated festival. Over 1,000 boats gather in a session week every 2 years to put on an extraordinary spectacle in one of most beautiful bays in the world. The second festival is Art in the Chapel, a completely unique experience. Each summer, contemporary art and religious art come together with thought-provoking results. Art in the Chapel is a completely contemporary art takes possession of some 20 or 50 chapels dotted around the Blavet Valley. The last festival is Festival Lioux Mouvance. Every year an unusual offbeat festival takes place in the heart of Brittany that combines major artists, innovative shows, naturalists, and pop-up gardens. Festival Lioux Mouvance is a festival of moving place that brings you series of unusual experience in the center of Brittany. Enjoy some offbeat encounter with artists and personalities from all backgrounds, including Cedric Villani, Annie Abril, Pierre Rabhi, and Eric Orsena. You will get to see village sites and gardens that are off the beaten track and really quite magical. Many of activity you can do at the festival. That's all from me. Thank you.
That is all from us. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.